webinar. I am excited is an understatement. I feel really elated to have you guys here. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Boluwatife. Thank you, Fadilat Adeyemi. So I want to believe that you have your notepads because you're going to be getting the all. Thank you, Temiloluwa. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you have your notepads because I'm going to be sharing a whole lot of stuff. And sometimes I might not even mention some things, but as I'm speaking, some ideas on how to elevate your personal brand and your business will start dropping into your minds, which is why it's important to always have notes. Whenever I have sessions like this, I don't just go there to look at the person because I know that beyond just listening to whatever the person has to say or just writing, I know that I would have inspiration about myself and different brands that I run. So please make sure you have a notepad. It's not by force, but just make sure you have a notepad. You'll be really, really glad. I'm getting notifications that some people are finding it hard to join, and I really don't know what could be the problem. So if you're on the Telegram group, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe share the link with people who are having problems. But okay, so once again, thank you very much for joining. Abdul Rashid, it's amazing to have you here. Thank you all for joining. So the reason I organized this webinar is because over time I've realized that I've learned that a lot of people find it hard to progress in their businesses, in their careers, in their personal brands. And at the end of the day, it boils down to the fact that they find it hard to talk about what they do. And while some people do not exactly find it hard to talk about what they do, they find it hard to talk about what they do in the right way. So it goes beyond just, telling somebody, I do this, I do that, I am this, and I am that. It is being able to market yourself in such a way that people want to be associated with you or your brand. People want to be able to deal, people want to be able to accept you and tell people through, okay, so I hope more people see the links in their emails. Okay, and people are able to do business with you, are eager enough to do business with you and refer you to other people who can also do that. And that's really why I joined this webinar. I've had this in mind since like months ago. And if you check me, I have this Google Sheets where I put ideas that I want to sell or do. And then I put the proposed prices that I want to fix each of the classes at, whether it's a class or it's a course or it's an ebook, whatever it is. I have proposed ideas, like I have proposed price ideas, so I know for this ebook that I'm going to be selling, this is the amount that I am going to be charging it at. For this class, this is the amount. For this class, okay, this is going to be free because I want everybody to be able to attend. So for this marketing webinar, I had about, I think, 7.5 as a price. Yes, I had about 7.5 as the intended price, and the price rarely ever reduces because if you get to understand your worth as you go up. So if I put something at 5K on that sheet today, if I'm revisiting that sheet next month, there's a very high chance that it's going to increase because now I know more. Now I feel like, this thing is too small for 5K. So I put it around 7.5. That was what this webinar was supposed to cost. But I just felt that, you know what? Somebody, a couple of people mentioned 2 weeks ago that they wanted me to organize a class on this. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just make it free. Out of the goodness of my heart, let me just make it free. And yes, that's why we are here, and that's why I'm glad to have you here. So what is strategic self-marketing? I know a lot of us, most of us grew up in very conservative homes, conservative environment where we believe that you should not be blowing your trumpet yourself. Thank you, thank you. Many of us grew up in environments where you believe that you should not be blowing your trumpet yourself. And if anybody has to say something about what you do, it has to be somebody else, not you, right? It has to be somebody else saying, Orifunke is a this, Orifunke is a that, Orifunke is a you get what I'm trying to say. Because we have been able to attach humility to not being able to talk about yourself or what you do. And that's why a lot of times many of us find it hard to ask for help or receive help because you feel like it should not be in your own place to talk about what you need help with or what you can do and all of that. I mean, it even moves on to point where you might need a job, but you don't want to talk to people because you just feel uncomfortable, even though you need the job and you can do the job, but you just hold on, you keep to yourself because you feel like these people should actually know that I can market myself. I'm sorry, these people should know that I can do this stuff, right? So strategic self-marketing is not just about talking about yourself, and that's why there's the word strategic. It means if you're going to be talking about yourself or marketing yourself, there has to be a goal, right? There has to be a goal, there has to be a purpose, there has to be a reason why you want to market yourself. So it is the process. Let me just use dictionary definition for us. So it is the process of getting people, let me use your target audience, to know about your skills, your products, your services, everything you have to offer, and ensure that they are willing and ready to do business with you, and also recommend it to other people, right? So in marketing, yes, some of us might not have marketing background, but in like in normal marketing, there are different marketing funnels. And usually the major marketing funnel I like to use to explain business and marketing to people is the AARR funnel. So the first A is awareness, getting people to know you. The second A is acquisition, getting people to buy from you. Then you have the RRR. So you have the retention, getting people to, buy from you and getting people to stay with you, getting people to keep doing business with you. And then the next R, you have revenue, getting people to give you their money. Please, I hope I'm not too fast. If I'm being too fast, please let me know. So the second R, you have revenue, and then the last R, you have referral. And referral is usually the highest point of business. Referral is the highest point. Oh, okay. So I think I know why some people are having difficulties coming in. This class is only for people who have the link. It's not for everybody. Okay, I'm sorry, Kadri. Okay, I'm going to be slower. I'm going to be a bit slower. All right. Okay, thank you. I'm going to take that again. In traditional marketing, or in normal, even in digital marketing, you have different marketing funnels. And the idea of marketing funnels is so that at every level of the funnel, you know what you should be doing to reach your business goals and objectives, to get to the highest level you want to for your business. So if you run a business, or whether it's your career, it can work for anything, there has to be a funnel that you follow, and that's where being strategic starts from. That's where it means, okay, I'm sitting down and then I have a goal. So I'm not just coming online and throwing I'm posting on Instagram, right? I'm not just coming online and asking people come and buy you. I'm not just coming online and telling people, if you don't buy, I will not sleep this night. There has to be a goal, and in marketing, it usually follows these funnels. And that's the usual difference between businesses that scale, personal brands that scale, and personal brands that remain on the same level. So I mentioned earlier that I love to explain marketing using five terms. That's AA, A square R cube. If you don't remember here, so A square R cube. So A is for awareness. Awareness means getting people to know you. How can people know what you can give? Whether you sell products or you sell services, or you're selling your skills. How can I get people to know who I am? Because people who do not know who you are cannot buy from you. And awareness is not just about, people seeing your handle, or people just seeing the posts that you do on WhatsApp and all of that. Awareness is people learning and knowing that, oh, this person can actually deliver, or this person has the possibility of delivering what I want to give to them. So that is the number one awareness. So when you think about awareness in this form, you realize that some people that you feel see your products but do not refer you, do not support you in that sense. You realize a lot of these people, they're not even aware of you, and they might know what you're selling. They might know that Orifunke sells bags, but they're not aware of the benefits that they can get if they buy a bag from Orifunke. So awareness is people get to know you, and they are aware of the benefits, the possible benefits that they get if they do business with you, if they patronize you, whether you're selling your skill or your product or whatever it is. So that is what awareness is. So, oh, thank you very much, Jason Ifemi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. So now the next one is acquisition. Acquisition. I'm trying to use basic terms because I'm assuming that none all of us have a background in marketing. So I'm going to be as basic as possible. No jargon. Don't worry. No jargon. So the next one is acquisition. Acquisition is the point where you get somebody to buy from you, or somebody to, let's see if it's for career, somebody to give you a job. If you sell, let's assume you sell shoes, somebody to buy your shoe. No, the point where somebody decides that they want to give you their money, that's the point where you say, oh, you have acquired a customer. And as a person, whether if you run a career or you're trying to build your personal brand, you need to be able to see people as a business, which means that people you do stuff with, or people you do stuff for, you identify them as customers instead of just people. So if you get a job, for instance, you can say your boss is your customer. You can say your boss is your customer. So it's going to help you to keep things in perspective. So when you're going to work, you're not just going to work like, okay, they're just paying you, because they're not just paying you, they are paying you for your skills, they are paying you for your time. And it's basically the same thing when you're running a business. I mean, people are paying you for the value that you bring to the table, right? So acquisition is the point where somebody decides, okay, I believe in what this person has to offer. I've been aware of her for quite a while. So let me give her the money in my account. That's acquisition. So now the third one, please, if you're following, you can be dropping comments also. I know that I'm not stuck. I know that everybody's here. So now the first R, that's the third one on the funnel, is retention. Retention is when somebody who has done business with you before is willing to come back, or somebody who has bought something from you before is willing to come back. That's okay. Amazing. Is willing to come back. So, and this is one indicator that you are doing well, right? If somebody can say, I actually liked what you gave me the other time, and I want to collect more, I want to give you my money for more, it means they are being, it's not attention, or it's retention, like retaining. Yes. Amazing. So you want to stay, okay? The person wants to stay with you because they have been satisfied by the first time that they did business with you, or the second time, or the third time. And an amazing explanation for this actually is my barber. I am stuck with my barber. I cheated on him once, and the single time I cheated on me, I felt really bad because the barber did not get my hair very, very well. So I've been with this guy for like 2 years, and he's us together. So you can, for that kind of business, you can say, this man, sorry, this Baba has, in terms of business, so person has retained me as a customer. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So the next R I'm going to be talking about, that's the second R, and the fourth part of the funnel is revenue. It is where you get, money from the the customer, where the customer gives you money for whatever you do. Yeah, exactly. So that's revenue, and we all of us know the meaning of revenue. So now the last one is yes, I cheated on him. I'm not going to go. I won't go back to anybody again. Okay, so the final R is what I call, what we call referral, and this is the highest level in the marketing funnel, because it takes a lot for people to believe, buy from you, believe in you enough to buy from you, then tell other people, oh, I think this person is really good, and she has what you are looking for, and they refer you. So as a career person, as somebody who is building their personal brand, you sell digital products, whatever it is that you're selling, your number one goal is that whoever does business with you the first time wants to recommend you to somebody else. Like, okay, I did this with her before, and I'm very, very sure she can do it. So there's this statistics that say that 70% of a company's running revenue is from returning customers. Do you understand what I'm saying? 70% of a company's revenue is for returning customers. So it means that as a business person, or please let me just use business, since we've already clarified that everybody, whether you're a career person or you're a personal brand person, see yourself as a business. See whatever you do as a business. So as a business person, you want to make sure that people are returning in your business, because that is exactly where the big deal is. People have to be returning, people have to be coming back. If somebody refers me to a job once, I want, or if I do a job for somebody, I want them to come back over and over again, and I want them to be able to refer me to other people. Because if the way my hair is now, I can't count the number of people I've actually referred to my barber. I shouldn't be collecting commission from him. I can't count the number of people I have referred to my barber. Because I'm just like, oh my god, see, my hair is fine. They say, where's your barber? I give them the number. Just call him. He's a yaba. He would do it for you. And that is the highest level, because it takes a lot for somebody to say, okay, I am patronizing you again and again, and then I want to bring my friends, my family, my children, my everybody in my lineage to come and cut their hair at your place. So now that we understand the funnel, and this is just basic marketing, and you can see yourself as a business, it means that strategic self marketing means I'm not just doing anything just because I want to. I'm not just doing anything simply because it's, oh yes, we just clocked 100 viewers, thank you guys for joining. So I'm not just doing anything or posting online simply because I feel, or simply because everybody says, let's post today, post this tomorrow, and post this next tomorrow. No, it's not. It's because I have a goal, right? This is what I want to do. I want people to know about what I do more. I want people to know about, ah I want people to know about my business more. I want people to be aware of me. I want people to buy from me. So being strategic means that there is a goal, or there are goals, right? This and this and this are what I want to achieve, and this are the ways I am going to be I'm going to achieve what I want to achieve. So if you understand to this point, please just drop a comment saying you understand, so we can move ahead. Yeah, so we can move ahead. And I know that I've not been speaking jargons all the while. To the 22 people who have liked this video, thank you very much. Ilé-iṣẹ́ yín kò ní bàjẹ́, ẹ ṣé. All right, amazing. So now I'm going to deal with mind blocks. mind blocks that prevent us from effectively self-marketing ourselves. You know, a major mind blocks that prevent us from marketing ourselves. And the first one, and this they are not in any particular order. Okay, okay, amazing. I thank you very much. I actually have juice so that and so I don't lose weight before I leave this webinar. Okay, amazing, amazing. Okay, amazing. Okay, so the number one, okay, not number one, it's not in any particular order. Is people thinking that people are or people should automatically support you because they are in your circle. My dear, it doesn't work that way. And how many of us have started businesses before, right? And then you probably send business to those on your list and come and buy shoe, or you just post on your WhatsApp status, and people just wish you congratulations, congrats. And then 3 weeks down the line, it's like one is not entering, and you're saying, she said she's my friend and she has never bought anything from me. Biodo says she's my friend, she has never bought anything from me. Deji said is my friend. I've not seen his show since. How many of us have experienced that before? Now, the major mind block to self-marketing, effective or strategic self-marketing, is believing that people are obliged to support you just because you are in their circle. People are not obliged. People are not obliged to listen or to buy from you simply because you are in their circle. They are not obliged to give you their money, especially when it has to do with money. They're not obliged to give you their money just simply because they know you. So when you want to start you want to start being strategic about your personal brand or your business, the first thing is to realize that nobody owes you support. They are your friends, but you need to see yourself as a business person. Especially in business, you need to assume that all the people who are your friends don't know you. You need to assume that you see these people, I am approaching them as a fresh person. They don't know me. And once you are able to deal with that assumption, you are able to keep putting yourself out there. Yes, you're able to keep putting yourself out there. So they see you as there has to be a shift from them seeing you as their friend to see you as their business. To see you as a business person rather. Because the thing is, if your friends, I'm talking about people in your circle, if your friends and your family do not see you as a business, like they don't feel like you are doing it, if you don't position yourself as somebody who is running a business, they will buy stuff from you and feel like they are doing you a favor because you are the one that is expecting them to or forcing them to buy. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you keep communicating to these people in such a way that it feels like you should come and I actually hate this scenario so much. When you say come and buy so we eat though. If I buy food from you so that you will eat, honestly, it feels like I'm doing you a favor. Forget the fact that you are also doing me a favor. You are giving me food. I'm not just dashing you money. You cooked, spent time cooking, went to the market, bought stuff, took transportation. You're not giving me the food for free. But because you have positioned yourself in such a way that you feel like I should, support you because you are my friend, I'm going to give you money, collect your food, and I'll still be feeling like I'm doing you a favor. Do you understand? So stop expecting that people are just going to support or are going to buy from you, are going to recommend you to other people just because maybe I should not eat. Just because you're their friend. Yeah, so that's one thing. People keep thinking, okay, since they know that I'm doing a business, they're supposed to be nice and to send stuff about me. Nah. So now the second problem that people have is thinking that it is bad to brag. I'm not saying she can't be they say I'm a this, I'm a that, but honestly, there's this There's this thing about confidence. It can be felt. Yes, confidence can be felt. See, you can't say I'm a confident person and people around you don't feel it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Confidence can be felt. So if you're confident about your skills, if you're confident about your business, it has to people need to sense it, because people are attracted to confidence. If you're not confident about your skills, if you're not confident about your business, people will not want to do business with you, because I mean you're not even showing that, oh, you actually love the fact that if you come and meet me, you will do the I will do the work. Do you understand? So confidence is very, very attractive. It can be felt. So if you keep thinking that, oh, I don't like to, I don't like to talk about myself, I don't like to this, and the Bible says God honors the proud. God elevates the humble and whatever the proud. Look, you just realize that people are not I do not trust you enough. Even if they think that I think she can do this. See, there's this thing where people can know you do something, but they cannot exactly trust that you can do it. They know I think Sheyi can actually do it though. I think she writes now. She writes, doesn't she? I don't know if she can do it, though, but maybe you can give her. But if she is the kind of person who is always talking about what she does and what she can do, even if somebody has never done anything for her before, once somebody says, I need somebody who can write, they say, she can write. Has she written for you before? No. Have you seen her write before? No. But the confidence sells. So you need to be able to, brag a right. It's not like you just be talking, but you need to be able to brag a right. Because the truth is, nobody wants to do business with somebody who's not confident. Especially those of you who are in the coaching industry. You cannot say you want to be coaching and then you're just doing humble, humble, humble. No, you just see that you're losing people to the people who are actually they are very, very confident. All right, so that's the second one. Now, the third problem that people usually have when it comes to third mind block that people usually have is people feel like, I don't know how to sell. If you're like that, please, I want to see you waving holy hands. You feel like, I just don't like to sell. I don't know how to sell. See, you need to get comfortable with selling. You need to get comfortable. Now, selling is not the same thing as being salesy. Selling is not the same thing as being salesy. A lot of people think that if a person is selling, then it means you're salesy. It means you're saying, come and buy, morning, afternoon, night, come and buy, come and buy, come and buy, come and buy. Nah, selling is communicating what you have to offer in an intelligent way so that people see what is in it for them and want to buy from you. Selling is not just posting bags on your WhatsApp status and putting price. That's being salesy. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's a very huge difference between selling and being salesy. There's a huge difference between selling and being salesy. So the first thing in fact, please type like I must sell. Start typing in the comments. I must sell. Now, selling does not only mean that you are running a product business. As a person, you are selling yourself. You are selling your skills. When you go for an interview, see yourself as that person who is selling. Like I'm going there, I'm selling my experience. I'm selling my talent. I'm selling my skills. I'm selling my time. So you need to see it as something very, very huge. Like it's normal. It's normal for you. And it was something I had to deal with because I wasn't the kind of person who liked to sell before. People who know me know personally. I wasn't the kind of person who liked to sell. I just like people who know. that I can, they know that I can do this thing. So why do I have to start selling? So selling does not mean that you're asking people, yeah, come and buy. Come and buy, come and buy. That's not what selling means. It means you are communicating what you have to offer to your potential clients and customers in such a way that they want to do business with you. So do we understand? So the major way, one major way I know to deal with selling is telling yourself, I'm not pointing a gun at people's heads to come and buy from me. I am giving them a value. I'm giving them value. So now I've also noticed that a lot of times, the reason why we find it hard to sell, is because, especially for people who sell digital products, it's because you feel like maybe you didn't take as much, or you didn't invest a particular amount of money inside. You didn't invest a particular amount of money inside the business, so it's easy for you to just say people are not coming to buy. But now, if you go to the market, let's say you go to a co market and you want to buy a pair of shoes, please, will you pay them or not? Why are you paying the woman at Eco Market? You are paying her because she's giving you value. So you need to see selling as an exchange. You are not robbing these people, you are not taking advantage of them. You are giving them value. Do you understand? You are giving them value. So it's not just, I'm giving, everybody should just come and do, just come and give me your money. So whatever you think or you want to sell, focus on what these people have to offer by doing business with you. Focus on the benefits that these people have, or these people can get when they do any form of business with you. If somebody is buying whatever you sell, if somebody is buying your ebook, they are not just buying your ebook, they are buying what your ebook can do for them. If people are are enrolling for your course, they are not just enrolling you for your course, they are enrolling for what your course can do for them. So a lot of people in, sorry, I'm very, very attracted to people who are in the fashion industry. So I'm going to be doing a lot of uh I'm going to be using them as examples a lot. So now, especially for people in the fashion industry, people in fashion and food, you have a lot of competitors. Like, every on my WhatsApp alone, there are at least 10 people that I know, that I see their statuses. But there are like 10 people who sell the same kinds of things. They import and they sell. So, as you know, you have competitors. So it's not like your target markets, they have competitors who are selling the same thing the way you sell. The exact thing that, I'm not throwing shades, so please, if this is, I'm not throwing shades, please. But you're selling the exact thing that you sell. So it means that you need to start thinking, you need to sit down and remind yourself that I'm not just selling bags. I'm not just selling bags. I am selling a benefit. I am selling something to these people. So you want to ask yourself that, okay, what experience, right? What experience do I want to give these people who are buying from me? If somebody is going to buy a bag from you, they're not just buying. In fact, I feel like bags are even the, I can go anywhere to buy bags. Do you get? Especially for people who go to the market a lot. I can go anywhere to buy bags. I can go to Yap, I can go to Echo, I can go anywhere. So for me to decide, okay, I want to give my money to somebody online and buy a bag, it has to be more than just I need a bag to carry. Do you understand what I'm saying? It has to be more than, oh, I just want to carry a bag. It has to be more than me just needing a bag. Because if I need a bag tomorrow and I want to order from you and you're telling me, oh, okay, my bag is going to be ready in 2 weeks. For me to be able to wait for those 2 weeks, it has to, you need to see that it's not just that I want to buy. Okay, I'm not just buying. There has to be an experience that I am getting from buying from you. There has to be a class to it. So maybe I know that, if I buy this bag from so and so person, she's going to treat me like a queen. Or if I buy this bag from so and so person, she's going to send me a love note on my birthday. Or if I buy this bag from so and so person, she's going to give me a complimentary gift. So there has to be an experience that you are selling to people, especially those of you in the product business now. There has to be something beyond what you are selling, the basic thing that you are selling to people, right? It's not just I want to sell I want to sell, I want to sell, I want to sell, 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 sell. So so you understand what I'm trying to say. So what is the experience once you realize that I'm not just selling to people, I'm not just asking people to come and buy. Once you can get comfortable with the fact that you are sharing knowledge that people actually need or want, it makes it easier for you to accept it as selling. And of course it takes time, so it means that there has to be a sort of there has to be a sort of practice, because it's not immediately you leave this webinar you gotta start. I mean, it takes practice. So if you leave this webinar and you don't put to practice everything you have learned here, you just say that it will not work for you. It's not magic. Do you understand? It's not swear, it's not course. This is actually work by practice. So you taking steps, regular steps, daily, every time. So selling is not evil. Selling is important. Selling is crucial. Selling is vital to living and life, because if people don't sell, you are not going to buy. If you don't buy, you are not going to live. Look at your house. Take a look at your house currently. How many almost everything you have in your house was bought. If it wasn't bought by you, it was bought by somebody else. It should tell you that selling does what? It makes the world go round. So you need to be able to accept it as that. Sorry, please. So the next mind block I was going to talk about is that people we think that selling has to be talking about your products and skills. No, selling is not, sorry, marketing is not just talking about your products and skills. And I believe that I already addressed it in the previous session, or sorry, in the previous points that I raised. It doesn't have to mean always just talking about your products or asking people to come and buy. Okay, so let me see if we are together. I believe that we are together. And sorry, I'm drinking. All right, so another problem that we also have with selling, or sorry, with marketing, self-marketing, strategic self-marketing, is you think that people are not going to buy from you because you feel. So now, number one, if you think that if you are selling something, and you think that people are not going to buy from you, number one, you're underrating yourself. Number two, you're underrating your target audience grossly. And a lot of people, because they feel like uh people will not be able to afford this, they now reduce the price. So they think that people, you reduce totally just so people can afford. See, it is, if you think people are not going to afford whatever it is that you are selling, number one, maybe you don't rate yourself. Number two, you don't rate people in your target audience. Now, I'm not saying you should go and your whatever you sell has to be really, really expensive. I'm not saying you should come and give us a come and sell me this jacket for 1 million naira. I'm not buying. Please. I will not buy. Come and sell me this for 1 million naira. You get what I'm trying to say? But I'm saying that when you are selling, your motivation for setting low prices for your products or your courses or your whatever it is should not be that you feel people cannot buy from you, or people cannot afford. If people see if people see that whatever you're selling is valuable enough for them to pay, they will pay. Do you understand? If people see that, oh, this thing, if I pay 10K for it, the value is there, they will pay. If they say this is 15K, if they, so it goes beyond just thinking people are not going to buy, but asking yourself, okay, so this thing I want to sell for 5K, what is the value that it will be communicating with these people? Now, remember I said earlier that when people buy from you, they're not just buying what's that basic thing. They are buying a lot of things. They are buying the benefits. They are buying the experience that comes with it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? They are buying the experience that comes with it. So you want to ask yourself, what value am I giving these people? So that if I say that they should come and do this thing, buy this thing for 10K, it's not going to be like I'm cutting their heads. And it's the same thing with physical products business too. If you're selling a bag, if you tell me you're buying a bag for 100K, now the first question I want to ask is, bag 100K, what is the value of the bag? So it boils down to you being able to tell me that you see this bag, it's only 15 people that have it in the whole of Lagos. If you buy this bag, you're going to be one of those 15 people. If you don't buy it, you can go to Ijesha and buy any bag. But this bag is only for the very, very few people. You cannot move on to telling me the value of the value of the bag. Like, you see this bag. Sorry for people that don't understand Yoruba, but you said this bag, konsha, konja, konsha, konja, elelo for 10 years. Elelo for 10 years. It will not, you, like, there's this thing that these Yoruba people are this thing. They say like everlasting. Like, this bag is everlasting. So now when I want to buy that bag, I know that I am buying value, the fact that it's not going to cut after 1 month or after 2 years. I can still keep using it over and over again. And also when people, I'm walking and I'm going anywhere, you understand? And people just say, I like your bag. I'm like, I bought it for 100K. You get like the class that it gives me. I'll tell you, I got this bag 100. So you need to see whatever it is that you're selling as value, right? So your action or your reaction to anything when it comes to selling should not be just to reduce prices. You can reduce prices for any other reason, maybe for a business reason or as a strategy or whatever it is. But it should not be because you think people will not be able to afford it. Because if people are well aware of the value that you're bringing for that bag, they'll buy it. Do you get it? They'll buy it. So that's also another mind block that people often face. Sorry, I think I need to fix my. Okay, yeah. So, all right. So I hope we're together. From everlasting to everlasting, yes, everlasting bag. Exactly. So there has to be a value that you're selling beyond that product that you're selling. If the value you're communicating to about whatever it is you're selling, your skills, if the value is very, very clear, people will be able to buy. Sorry, Francis. I'm sorry. People will be able to buy. So now I've dealt with the major mind blocks of strategic self marketing, these things that stop you from selling, that feel like I people are not going to buy from me. Please, if you have a mind block, something that has been a fear in your heart, please drop in the comments so that I can trash it now. It does if I've not talked about it before. Please drop in the comments so that we can deal with it. So now let's go to the pillars of strategic self-marketing. The pillars, they are just some of the things that you need to put in place that need to be standing for you to say, I have been able to market myself excellently. So if we're ready to go ahead, please just drop a comment so I know we're together. Yes, that's the spirit, Similolua. That's the spirit. That is the spirit. Also, I want you to guys to realize that value is relative. Please, if you not take anything at all, and you will not take anything again, which I don't pray. Please realize that value is very relative. So sometimes you feel like something is not valuable for you enough to pay, but somebody else, it is valuable for them. Imagine me seeing somebody paying like 100K to learn how to speak Yoruba. I'll be like, is this the same Yoruba? I be there's under premium Yoruba that I don't know. But to that person who doesn't know how to speak Yoruba and needs to speak Yoruba, it is value. I'm selling Yoruba very well, you see. Don't also do Yoruba class. Similarly, I'll be my co-facilitator. Okay, so Deji said some people take that value is friendship. I'm not sure I understand your question, but if you can break it down. We can break it down. Exactly. So value is relative. What is valuable to you may not be valuable to somebody else. So somebody can say, I organize a Canva class, right? I organize a Canva class for 5K. The next set is 5K. And somebody now says, "Ah, Canva. It's not the same Canva. If it's the same Canva, go and do it on your own. You mean it's not the same Canva? Are we fighting? Do you understand? But then, okay, so what value is relative, and that's why, as a business person, you're not you should not be selling to everybody. There should be somewhere in your head the people you are supposed to be selling to, and those are the people who will consider whatever it is you have to offer as valuable. Because if you try to sell to everybody, there will be naysayers in everybody. People will believe that what's she selling? Is that she's selling bag 20K? Something that if I it's one day I used to go to my Echo, that 20K I'll buy for 2K there. That that person is not your target audience. Your target audience will be glad that you're selling a bag for them, that same bag for them for 20K. So think in target audiences. Like who exactly is this for? Anybody who thinks that whatever it is you're selling is not valuable enough for them, it's not your target audience. Do you understand? Good, good. All right. So I'm going to go to the pillars of self marketing. Number one, I believe I have overflogged this, but it is thinking in value. Like think in value. Don't start a business. Don't price your product or whatever it is just because you need money. You can need money, or maybe you're looking for money, it's fine. But don't price whatever it is you're selling just because you need money. Now, you must think in value. What can I offer people at every point in time? Okay, so it doesn't even have to deal with whatever it is. Okay, sorry guys. So the JD said you said people must see beyond what you are selling and be able to place a value to it. So some people think that value they provide is the fact that you guys are friends. Please, if you have anybody in your circle who thinks that the value they provide is friendship, like you're my friend, please, unless that friendship is worth like millions of dollars, run away from people like that. Like run away, please. Please and please and please. Friendship is not a value. It is what I get from the friendship that is the value. Do you get? So as I mean, who your friendship help? Like, even me, I'm a friend to myself. Jesus is my friend. Everybody is my please, please. Emma wa bora jeje fun wa. Okay, so you need to think in value, right? And thinking in value is not just about what you are selling. People, it's not just about what you are selling, right? When you are not selling something, or when let me say when you're not selling a product or an ebook or your bag or your service, when you are not selling, there has to be something else. There has to be value that you are selling that makes people attracted to you. And this is the point of awareness. If you remember what I was explaining in the funnels. So it will soon be done now. So the best way I was explaining the funnels, awareness, because a lot of times people will not buy from you unless they've known you for a while. Yes. So there's a point to ask, okay, what are the channels where I can give value? What perception can I give to people so that they know that, oh, when I'm giving value, when I actually say, oh, come and buy this, you're going to come and buy it, they're going to pay me because they know I can do it. And one of the ways to do it is to share knowledge freely. Some people you have experiences, you have skills, you have everything, but you never for once think that there are people on my WhatsApp that need a regular dose of my knowledge. You keep thinking I don't know enough, or somebody these people know this thing is regular, is basic, is all of these things. Honestly, you need to nothing is basic, to be honest. There are some things that I feel like are basic, but every day I keep thinking this is not so basic. People still need to keep remembering. People still need to keep saying it over and over and over again. So as much as possible, you want to ask yourself, in fact, when you wake up every day, ask yourself, what value can I give to people freely? So see it as investing in people, like being genuinely interested in people. Like you need to be genuinely interested in people. It's not just you're not being interested in people simply because oh you want them to buy your stuff from you. That's selfish, right? But how can you be interested in people in such a way that you help them grow in that particular field, and so they can realize or they can come to terms with the fact that oh, okay, so can actually this person cares enough about me, because honestly people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So if for instance, let's say Similoluwa, I know Similoluwa for instance, you sell recipe classes, right? You sell recipe classes, but before you say, oh, I want to sell recipe classes, oh, come and pay 15K for my recipe class. If I go to your page, your website, if I come across you on WhatsApp, wherever I come across you, I want to know what you are investing in me before I decide, oh, okay, I want to give you my money. So there has to be a sorry, what I want to say about is in Yoruba. If you are not Yoruba, please don't be angry. I'll interpret anyway. So Yoruba said that ẹni tó bá dá mi síwájú ló máa ń tẹ̀lé tútù. So it's the person that pours water to the front that steps on cold ground. You understand what I'm trying to say? So see it as oh, you need to invest in people before they now come back and invest in you. So now one of the main reasons why you should not do what you want to do, or you should not give to people freely just because you think they're going to pay you back, is because in marketing, right, there's something we call conversion rate. And it's the rate at which people who know you become your customers. And conversion rate, like on the average, sometimes a lot of times it's actually lower. It's like 10%. What this basically means, what this basically means, what this basically means is that Ifeoluwa, welcome. Please don't ask questions yet, so it doesn't like I'm coming, we'll soon be done. So what this basically means is that if 1,000 people know about you, 10% or less are the people who eventually buy from you. Thereabouts. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I'm going to crack again. If so that means if you want to increase your chances of people being your customers, if you want to increase your chances of people being your customers, if you want to sorry, I got distracted. I live with my family, so there's a okay, so if you want to get people if you want to increase your chances of people buying from you, it means you need to reach like 10 times more people. So for this class, I knew that about 70 to 100 people will attend. Hello, I mean like 70 to 100 people will attend. So I knew that for me to say 70 to 100 people will attend, it means that I need to reach about how many people? 700 to 1,000 people to register, because I knew that not everybody would attend. So it's the webinar was actually stated to start by 6 p.m. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? So if you think that because I'm always sharing golden nuggets on WhatsApp, sharing on WhatsApp, then if I say come and buy, people will come and buy. You'll be shook it. Do you get? So see it as I need to, keep giving value and keep giving value and keep giving value. Because sometimes, the people who are going to patronize you are not even people who are direct recipients of the free value you offer. Like somebody just said, so and so person actually can do this, and then they just come because that person said you can do this. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? So don't give people value simply because you want to receive from them. Like you people, and that's one of the things that increases animosity against people who are your followers, because By the time you have shared golden nuggets, have you not get on Instagram, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day is value pack to back. You know, say they should come and buy something, they don't come and buy. You know, be like, all these people say they don't value me, they don't rate me. Then you don't share anything on Instagram for 1 month because you asked them to come and buy. I did not buy. I would try as much as possible to make sure that there's a replay. There should be a replay. Okay, but you get. I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. So give value freely, right? You must, especially knowledge, because when you give knowledge, when you give out knowledge, you are communicating that you actually know. And honestly, I'm going to give you an instance, right? This one is quite personal, but so the way I am like this, please, makeup artists, don't be angry, please, and don't crucify me. But I don't know the exact shade of my foundation, my concealer, my eye pencil, or my powder. I don't know the exact shade. So if I want to buy from somebody, my question is, what is my shade? And then they can look at me and say, no, no, your shade is color two. I'm so sure your shade is color two. Because this is color three. See color three. Can you see the color? Look at color four. This is the color. See the side pencil. This one, if you use it, it will be good though. But you see this one, I have a sister like you. She's just like your color. If you use it, you'll be fine like her. Okay. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. And there's some stories. Oh, okay. So I'm going to come back to that. So now, if I meet somebody like that who knows a lot about makeup products and knows about makeup products that suit my skin, I am more likely to buy from that person than to buy from somebody. I just go and meet them. I want to buy, and they're asking me, "What's your color?" I say, "I don't know my color," and they're like, "You don't know your color. I cannot help you." No, I'm going to buy from the other person because the other person looks like they actually know what they are doing, and knowledge is sexy and attractive. So you want to be seen as a person who knows a lot. You want to be seen as a person who I can trust. This person knows. Do you understand? So, for instance, if you want to be seen as a writer, if you want people to patronize you as a writer, it means that you have to share, you have to write a lot online, possibly have a portfolio, then talk about writing tips. So people know that, oh, if I ask this girl to come and write for me, she's not just writing. She's she knows what she's doing. It comes from a place of knowledge. So you need to be able to leverage on the knowledge that you can give as much as possible. Knowledge, how can I give knowledge? What do I know? Now, when you are giving knowledge, knowledge must be tailored. Don't guys say because you want to give knowledge, you should just give something random. Whatever knowledge you're going to be given, especially on a large scale, has to be tailored to what you want your personal brand to tally with, what you want your personal brand to explain, to mean, and what you want your business to talk about. So for instance, if you run a skin product business, you don't want to just come and be showing us, telling us that we don't use sunscreen, our face will spoil. Skin products people, you are here. I'm sobbing you with all my chest. Do you understand? So if you sell a skin products business, the knowledge you are going to be sharing with me has to be knowledge that is tailored to the skin product business that you are selling. Do you understand? Don't just come and tell me if I don't use this thing, all my face will spoil. Look at me. Does my face look like it has spoiled? See. So you get what I'm so whatever value you are going to be sharing, whether it's going to be free, whether it's going to be through books or through Instagram posts or through WhatsApp, whatever it is, wherever it is, always make sure that it is tailored to what you want people to know about you. You can share other stuff, but what should be your primary thing is what you want people to know about you. So that's number one. Number two, and this is actually pretty pretty simple. You can do stuff for people without expecting anything in return from them. Do stuff for them. If somebody hires you to do something, do it beyond expectation. Like, do some stuff for people and let them say, this person, she can do it well. Like if actually if this also works if people are paying you for stuff. People are paying you for stuff. Whatever it is that you are giving them should not be lower than what it is they have paid for. Okay, thank you, Adetanya. That's perfect. I'm going to answer that. I'm going to answer that. So whatever it is people are paying for should not be lower than what you can give. It should be more. Whether it is the experience you are giving them or the knowledge you are giving them, do you understand what you want to? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you need to always give and give and give. Sorry about that. Sorry, I live in a very, very big house. Okay, so you need to. I live in a house. I have like other people in my. I stay with my grandma, so you need to be able to give and give beyond people's expectations, because that's how people will say, I did this, and then she was able to do this and this. I mean, and they're able to tell other people about your business because their expectations have been exceeded. So whether you're a freelancer or you are just building your personal brand or you are selling a business, whatever it is that you are selling, you want to give more and more and more and more than it is. Don't say that, how much did they pay? 3K. Lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ wá pa mí lé lórí. People on my status, you understand what I want to say. People on my WhatsApp, you know what I'm saying? Hello, only 3K Ghana. How much is 3K that you want to stress my life for? How much? How much is 3K? So don't do like that. You the experience, the value that you give people have to be more than what they are paying. If not, it cannot work. Okay, so another part of strategic marketing, you tell find a way to give people in your circle give people in your circle value, and you can tell them, you know what, I want you to just talk about me, especially on LinkedIn. If your base is normally LinkedIn, be free enough to talk to people and ask them to give you recommendations. It is a part of self-marketing, because when people see those people and see the recommendations that those people are talking about, when people see those recommendations, they can say, okay, I'm going to trust this person because of this person. Of course, you have to be a person of value so that can work. And then another way to strategically market yourself is to talk about your achievements and accomplishments. Achievements and accomplishments are in different forms. Okay. Number one, if you win something or you achieve something or you are able to successfully do something, it is an achievement and an accomplishment. If you do something for somebody and they give you feedback that they love, it is an accomplishment. If somebody gives you a recommendation, it is an accomplishment. Whatever it is that can build your, let me say, emotional capital, your reputational capital in the minds of people, is an accomplishment. So as a person, you want to make sure that everything means a lot to you. Me, every single thing means a lot to me. Every single thing means a lot to me. So if somebody sends me a message and says, Orifunke, I like how you do this and do this and do this, I'll post it on my WhatsApp status. If you say I'm posting too much, that's your cup of tea. Block me, mute me. I care, sha, but I don't care, really. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So everything as everything people say about you, see it as a marketing material. Like, it's it as a marketing material. And if you're in marketing, you know that whatever your customers say about you, or whatever people say about your business, is worthy marketing material. It means people, if somebody likes it, it means there are other people who will like it. If 10 people like whatever it is you're giving them, it means there are other people who like it. So as much as possible, you want to make sure that everything means a lot to you. You win a scholarship, it is something. You get your first one client, it is something. You get your first 50 clients, it is something. No achievement is too small for you to brag about. And that is exactly why this is the most important part of strategic self-marketing. Because now you're not just talking about You're not just telling people what you can do. You are showing people what you can do by telling them what other people are saying about you. You are showing people what you can do by showing them the successful things or projects that you have taken in the past. So if you do not have, I mean, graphics designers usually have portfolios, writers usually have portfolios, but as much as possible, irrespective of whatever point you have or what anywhere, always make sure, always make sure that you have a portfolio. You may not be able to share with everybody, but you have a portfolio that says, oh, okay, what this person said something good about my business and I want to share it, I'm going to share it. I helped somebody to edit a book. I'm going to share it. And the person loved it. I saw the person's feedback. I'm going to share it. So have a portfolio where you put everything down. I usually joke that, see, I have a lot of screenshots. And if you're on my WhatsApp status, I've joked about this a lot of times that all the beautiful things people see about me on my birthday, I have them screenshot. I've screenshot them. Screenshotted, whatever. But I've done screenshots of them. So the day you come and say you don't like me again, I already have screenshots. I already have screenshots, my darling. You love me. You love me on my birthday. You love me every day. That's on that. So you understand what I'm trying to say? So have a portfolio where you get to store all of those things, so that by the time you need to pull them out, whether they are testimonials or something that you do. In fact, nothing beats being able to say, nothing beats being able to talk about what you can achieve or what you can do to people, for people. Because if, for instance, I help you to write, right? Or let me say I edit your book, because I edit books too. So let's assume that I help you to edit your book, and then you like the book, and then the book, and like 1 million people bought the book. I now come and tell me, okay, how 1 million people bought my book? Hello, I already have bragging rights. I'm going to brag. I'm going to brag on it like mad. Him bragging, cool. I'm going to brag and I'm going to tell people I edited somebody's book and he had 1 million. He had 1 million people bought it. You want to come meet me to edit your book because 1 million people bought that person's book. So that it goes beyond what skill Orifunke has. It is what skill. It is what Orifunke can do, or what the hand of Orifunke can do for your book or for your business. Do you understand? So no achievement is too small. Like, and what we really don't know is, especially for those of you on WhatsApp status, somebody you don't post on your WhatsApp status at all. Instagram, you don't post. Facebook, you don't post. Twitter will not see you. You now come and be angry with us that will not buy anything from you. Please. Are you using drug? Do you have a babalawo that showed you that all of us will be buying from you? Wow, wrong now. So you understand what I'm trying to say. So you need to show up regularly. So showing up is not. I tell stories on my WhatsApp statuses regularly, because number one, I am a storyteller. I like to tell stories a lot. But at least if anybody says, who do you know can tell stories a lot? The idea is that if you're on my WhatsApp status and you don't mention my name and you view my status regularly, my God will have to judge you specially. My God will have to judge you specially, because you're my WhatsApp status with all the story I'm always saying. Then I say first 10 storytellers. You know, I remember my name. Please, it's not good. It's not good enough. Okay, that's actually on a lighter note. But at least when you show up regularly, in the way that you want people to recognize you, it helps you, right? It helps you to maintain something we call top of mind awareness in the minds of people who you want. So from now on, don't just be posting there are sometimes you just post just because you just want to post. But every day, every week, you need to sit down and tell yourself, okay, how exactly what can I post? What can I take? What can I do and show people such that in such a way that they can trust that I'm the person who has the solution to their problems. Do you understand? So you need to sit down this week. What can I talk about? Every day, what happened today? Did something happen today that I can share with them? Did something happen yesterday that I can share with them? So it's important for you to leverage on your skills, leverage on your accomplishments, leverage on what other people are saying about you. Don't just be online doing nothing. Every post you make needs to have a purpose. Whether you have a website or you have a disher page, whatever it is, every post you make has to have a purpose. Do you understand? Another way that you can also position yourself as somebody who knows what they can do is by organizing a class. By organizing classes, you can organize a free class on that topic that you want people to know you as. But make sure that if you are going to organize a free class, you are going to give them the best. Make sure you know what you want. Don't go and be a learner and then like you're a beginner and then you want to come and start. Please. I mean, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. But if you know there's something that you want to know, there's something you want people to recognize you as, one of the best ways is to organize a class on it, a free class on it. Because whenever you are able to, give for free, it's usually what people will know you as. It could be an ebook, it could be a consulting session, whatever it is, as long as it is something that is tied to your business goals or your personal branding goals. So the last one I'm going to talk about this night is storytelling. A lot of people say that they don't know how to tell stories. I want to know how to write stories like you and all of that. But if something happens in your house and you want to gist your sister, you know how to gist your sister, and your sister comes or your mom comes and says, what happened? And you're like, you know, sister, something. She came back and then they started, I don't know what happened, but they started fighting. You're already telling a story. But the problem with a lot of us is, sorry, you think storytelling has to be complex. You think it has to be complex, like they have to squeeze your neck or you have to have a lot of grammar. No, I tell people that if you want to tell stories, then the best way to start is to start in a chronological manner. Is to start in a chronological manner. So what happened first? What happened next? What happened next? What happened next? And try to weave stories around why you do what you do on your platforms. Now, I'm going to explain something. I let's say I want to tell a story. For instance, I want to give you a fact and a story, because there's a difference between a fact and a story. There's a difference between a fact and a story. So a fact is that sorry, I'm trying to think of a fact that I can tell a story around. So a fact is that self-marketing is very important for you. It is important for you to be able to sell yourself, to be able to market yourself without necessarily marketing yourself in that sense. That's the fact. Now, the story behind that fact is, so I want to now tell you that, okay, last year I posted something about how I was able to edit somebody's book that had 1 million buyers. That's fictional, but hopefully it becomes real soon. So I want to tell you, I want to say, okay, so last year I said this, I met with somebody who wanted to edit a book. And she didn't even know me, but she saw a post I did on Instagram about how I started editing from when I was like 13 years old and all of that. And then she reached out to me and asked me if I could help her. So I had to schedule a meeting with her and asked her exactly what she wanted to achieve with her book. And we had a 30 minutes meeting, and after the meeting I already understood exactly what she wanted, and I set out to work. It took me like 2 months to finish writing and editing a book. By the end of those 2 months, I was able to deliver to her. The customer was very, very excited. And then we went ahead and published the book, and in just 3 weeks she got 500,000 customers or buyers. In 1 month she got 700. In 3 months she had already got 1.5 million buyers. Now the fact of that story is simple. self marketing is good. But the story I've told you, do you understand? Last was it last year? Sorry, about last week or 2 weeks ago, I told a story. Now, if another fact is, be careful when you are joining people's bridal trains. That is a fact. Be careful when you are joining people on on a bridal train for ladies. But if I just tell you be careful, you won't know what can happen, or you won't know why I'm saying be careful. But if I share the story of how I was once on the person's bridal train, and then we had a clash, and then how I felt, the emotions that he gave to me, and all of that, it sinks into your head. So by the time you want to join someone's bridal train next time, you remember my story. And that's why it's important to be able to tell, I mean, whatever achievement it is that you have, it's not just about telling people, oh, I won this, or I won this award, or I got this. It's about weaving a story about what happened, where it happened, why it happened, and the results. So now, if you feel like, oh, you don't know how to tell stories, this is like a very, very basic this thing that you can follow. Number one, a background story. What is the background story? I was working at Jumia last year, and I had a friend who used to sit down beside me at work. That is a background story. Do you understand? So there has to be a background story. Okay, so you need to move on to the first layer. It's like you getting down from a staircase. So you need to move on to the first layer, and the first layer is what happened after that background story. And this girl came in one day, and she started to shout in the office. That's step one. The next layer is, I was shocked, I was stunned, I was flummoxed at what could I spoke English, and what could have happened. That's the next layer. So now the next layer that you're telling is, what else happened? What has happened in the what have happened in the environment? Did somebody stand up to her? Did she slap somebody? Before I knew it, she had slapped somebody. It is another layer till you are able to get to the final layer of your story. Sometimes it will take a long time, but people love stories, so people will always take stories over facts. People will always remember stories over facts. So let's assume that they gave you an award for most punctual person in your office. Don't just come and say, I won award as the most punctual person in your office. Come and tell us about how, when you were growing up, you found it hard waking up early. I remember when you were in the university, you used to miss all those 7 or 8 a.m. classes because you found it hard. But as you grew and then you got into the career world, you were able to say, you were able to determine that, oh, you didn't want to go late for class, to your office anymore, and then you kept at it. And then now tell us how it was really hard along the line because you didn't even feel like it was something achievable, but you were able to keep at it, and now you have gotten an award. That's how you tell a story. Do you understand? That's how you tell a story. So you're telling us from the background story, you're telling us what happened, you're telling us where it happened, and you're telling us how it happened, down to the bottom line of the story. Now, it's not something that just happens suddenly, and that's why it takes a whole lot of practice. There has to be you practicing and practicing and practicing, because that's where you gain expertise. But the idea is, see whatever it is you achieve as a potential story, and learn how to say it, and then how to write it, or learn how to use, whether you're going to be doing a video or you're going to be talking. That's how it works. So I am really, really excited. I'm glad that I have been able to, I want to say that we've come to the end of this, but I know people have questions. So if you have questions, please just drop questions so I can take that, because before we call this a day or a night. So let me know. You can drop your feedback, you can drop your comments about how this session has been for you. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Let me know, let me know. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Adike Adeomi. So if you have questions, like whatever question that you have, please just drop the question. Please drop her. Because if you want to come and meet me after now, it might be it might be hard. It might be hard. Okay, so while I'm waiting for questions and for comments to come in, while I'm waiting for questions and comments to come in, so I have a recent ebook. Some of you already know that. It's on WhatsApp monetization. So now the thing about that book is if you run a business or you want to build your business or your personal brand, you can always organize WhatsApp classes. But the problem with a lot of people is that they feel like once I organize a WhatsApp class is all, or once I organize a WhatsApp class and I design a flyer, then people are going to buy. You'll be shocked. People will not buy. So there are a lot of things that so if you're so there are a lot of things that you need to know before you organize a WhatsApp class or before you build a product, and that's what the WhatsApp monetization ebook costs. It's not by force to buy, but if you want to buy for this, I have a link, like a special link for those who attend it. And if you're having that link, please don't share it. Don't go and be sharing with your family and friends, please. But instead of buying it for 10K, you're going to be buying it for 3K. It's just 3K, but it's a special link. In fact, if you go to my website and order, you won't get the discount. Unless you want to dash me money, you can go to my website and order. But it's just, let me just type it here. So, okay, I think I'll just drop it on the WhatsApp. Okay, let me type it here. So you get this you get it at 3K. So if you have a question, like any question, even aside self-marketing, maybe it's a business question about your business, I'm going to be taking answers for like the next listen for the next few minutes. So you can just click on that. You get it for 3K. I organize not regular, but we have the Canva growth program, teaching people how you can use Canva. And then the program runs for 21 days where you get access to instructors, and that costs 5K. So if you want to enroll for that, you can send me a DM anyway, WhatsApp, Twitter. It's just 5K. So Adela Oke said, how can one build influence and online visibility as influence affects what you sell? So number one, create content that people need. Yes, create content that people will need, and that is tailored to your sector. I'm answering Adela Oke's question now. So create content that people need and that is attached to your brand. That's number one. Number two, share across. There's something we call cross promotion. If you're posting on Instagram, share on your WhatsApp, share on your Twitter, share on your Instagram, everywhere you are, make sure you share. Then number three, there's something we call call to action in marketing. Call to action is telling people what to do with your post or your content or anything. So do you want people to share it? Ask them to share. That's a call to action. You want people to comment, drop a comment, ask them to comment. You want people to see like your post, ask them to. The call to action is important. It takes time, actually. It usually takes time, but over a while, when you are consistent, people will be able to attach a particular area of value to you. Do you understand? So that's how you grow. It's not sudden. I mean, none of these things I've shared with you are sudden. It's not money rituals. So Temilolu Akileye said, where's the line between wanting to provide value and feeling like you don't know enough and nobody needs it? Like, how do you know if what you know is enough to sell, or you're just not confident? Make use of the people who are already on your circle and ask them questions. You can, if you don't want to ask everybody, ask a number of people who you feel are going to be really really sincere with you. Would you like to learn about self marketing? When they say, hi, yes, I want to learn, or you can ask them, do you think I'll be able to teach you, or do you think you want to enroll for a class where I'm teaching self marketing? So try to do surveys, ask people questions. And the thing is, the more you actually show up in your content, the content that you try to create, the more you show up, the more you get inquiries from people asking you to teach them how to do something. That's how it was. Like, I get a lot of people telling me to teach them how to write, how to tell stories. So I know that, oh, if I want to write a book or write something about how to write, people are already standing in the line. Do you understand? So do you understand what I'm saying? So that is, I hope I answered that question, Temiloluwa. So do surveys. And when you're just starting, if you feel like this is not enough for you, you can organize a free class. So at least you get better, you can research, and you can get testimonials, you can get honest feedback from people about what that class did for them, and how they fared. So that's how you grow. Daramala Ayomide said, how do you make your business partners understand and operate in the values for your business? You do this before you bring them on board. But in the first place, you need to know the kind of people you're bringing on board. Don't bring people just because you want to bring people into your business, or you just because they have a lot of followers, or because they have a lot of people in their circle. You need to be able to, have an idea of what they've done before, what their personal values are. Then when you can do that, you can now ask them, let them know what your business is about, let them know what you are trying to achieve, let them know what you expect them to bring to the table. Because I realized that a lot of times when business partners don't understand what your business is about, it's because you've not been able to effectively communicate what you want for your business, and they don't know exactly what they are supposed to be doing. So there has to be clarity of communication at every point in time. That's how you can make them operate in the values, because when people understand, they're able to give you the best that they can give. So, goodness, at what point do I start selling my products after giving out value? At the point where, so usually when I organize free stuff, I ask people, okay, how much do you want to rate this as? Would you pay for this? Because something can be, people may need something but may not want to pay for it. Yes, there are a lot of things like that. People may need something, but they may not consider it important enough for them to pay for it. So that's where you want to ask yourself, is it something that people need? Is it something that people would normally pay for? If I were to organize if I were to organize something. So, and there's also something they call product validation. I spoke about it in my WhatsApp ebook too. There's something they call validation, whether you're selling a product or a class, where you tell people about it, then you validate. So if one person can buy that product or the book or whatever, it means 10 more people can buy. If 10 more people can buy, it means 100 more people can buy. Do you understand? So that's how you know, okay, it's time for me to move. One person has bought, let me try to get, one more person two, one more person three, one more person four. So that's how you no, I hope I answered your question. That's how you know at what point you should sell your products after giving out value. And another thing that could also tell is when you have when you have testimonials, yes, or you have certifications, you have relevant experience. Let's say you have like a 2 year experience or 1 year experience, strong experience in something, and you know that what you know is something that people will be ready to pay for. Yes, you know that it's time for you to monetize. So I I believe I've answered all questions. Okay, so all right, so I want to say thank you to everyone who joined, who shared. I am really, really excited that you guys stayed for this long. My God, you guys are the real MVPs. Thank you so, so much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. So I am Orifunke Lawal on Facebook. I'm Orifunke Lawal on Instagram. I'm Orifunke on Twitter. If you search for Orifunke Lawal, you will see, but it's going to direct you to. There's no WhatsApp group. I don't have a WhatsApp group. I don't have a WhatsApp group. It's only Telegram channel. I don't have a WhatsApp group. It's just Telegram, and it's newly created. So don't worry. I'm going to be sharing all the things I can be sharing with you guys in the WhatsApp group. You can also get other people to join. Share the link to join with them. So thank you all very, very much. And if you're on Twitter, please you can drop a tweet Or if you are the kind of person who likes to write a lot, you can send me an email or send me a WhatsApp message, Telegram, or drop comments on the Telegram group about how this was for you, or on Facebook, wherever it is. I mean, I'm going to read all replies and everything. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. I love you guys. I love you too. I love you too. Bye.